One of the biggest disappointments for advisors and one of the most disruptive things for advisors to their day is when you have an appointment on the calendar and then they don't show up. And I know you've been there when you have that person that set the appointment doesn't show up and then you can't get back in touch with them to get them back on the calendar and then you get ghosted. So by the end of this video, you are going to walk away with 5 ways to help keep appointments on the calendar. The first one might be my favorite, and it's based off of one of Robert Cialdini's principles of influence, which is that people are more likely to do things when it is aligned with something that they've already said that they're going to do. It's consistent with who they think that they are, who they've said that they are. So if somebody goes to book an appointment after a seminar, or you're getting ready to book a second meeting at the end of the first, have them write down the appointment date and time, etc., on your appointment card instead of doing it for them. There was a recent study done in the healthcare industry, and by simply writing down the appointment card over to the person making the appointment, they increased the appointment retention rates, how many people actually followed through, by 18%. People want to be consistent. Along those lines, number 2, people don't want to let other people down. If they said that they're going to do something and they know that they're going to be letting other people down because they don't, they're more likely to do it. So when you're sending out reminders in advance of your appointments, let them know that you've prepared for it. Your team has prepared for it. You might want to say something like, hey, just want to remind you that we have an appointment at this time. Our team came together in advance of you coming in, specifically looked at some of the information you shared, and there are some really interesting things that we're prepared to run by you and can't wait to get your thoughts on. And what they're thinking is, oh my gosh, they prepared for this. I should probably show up. So number 3, along those lines, when you're talking about sending appointment reminders, don't wait until the day of the appointment. Have you ever been in a situation where you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do this thing today that I said I was gonna do. Ooh, how do I get out of it? When you're sending reminders, don't wait until the morning of. Send them 3 days in advance and then the day before. That way you just eliminate the whole, oh crap, I totally forgot thing. Number 4, when the appointment is booked, put something in the mail for them immediately. This is where speed equals trust comes in. Imagine booking an appointment and then the next day checking your mail and having a package from whoever that you made the appointment with. And it has a confirmation letter, directions to their office, a white paper that they wrote about the thing that you're coming in to talk about. You'd be like, wow, I think I made an appointment with the right person. And then finally, 5, inside of this package, or just when the appointment is booked in the first place, don't require the statements. These are a barrier to entry. Are they great to have? Yes, but you don't need them, and you don't want to be missing opportunities because people don't have the time or the bandwidth or the resources to get the statements in time for the appointment. Hope this helps, and for now, give me a show of hands in the comments if you have ever had somebody cancel an appointment, so that hopefully somebody who sees this, who had an appointment who didn't show up today, is like, okay, I'm not the only one.